President Trump says the ceasefire with Iran is over. The U.S. hitting dozens of Iranian targets and snapping oil sanctions back into place after Tehran attacked 3 ships in the Strait of Hormuz. People in Kuwait and Bahrain waking up this morning to air raid sirens as Iran launched fresh attacks against the 2 U.S. allies. This exchange of fire happening in the backdrop of President Trump attending the NATO summit in nearby Turkey. NewsNation Washington correspondent Cory Smith joins me live outside the White House this morning. Cory, a lot is changing right now. What else are we hearing out of the Middle East this morning?
Yeah, good morning, Markie. President Trump dropping a bit of a bombshell a little while ago, speaking for the first time since the U.S. and Iran traded strikes overnight. Let's listen.
To me, I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. You know what scum is? They're scum. They're sick people. They're led by sick people. And they're vicious, violent people. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they'd use it. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. I'll speak to our negotiators. They want to negotiate. They're good people. Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner. But they have to come back to me. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a waste of time dealing with them.
Yeah, what a difference a day makes, right? This is the second day of the annual NATO summit being held in Turkey. Things got a bit derailed Tuesday after Iran attacked 3 ships in the Strait of Hormuz because they did not follow an approved route. In retaliation, the U.S. hit dozens of military sites in southern Iran, specifically targeting launch sites for missiles and drones. U.S. Central Command releasing this footage overnight, saying those attacks were meant to, quote, impose heavy costs for targeting and attacking commercial shipping. The U.S. also hit sites in one of Iran's key oil export locations. Those strikes came hours after the White House revoked a 60-day waiver on sanctions on Iranian oil. Iran's foreign minister claims the revocation violates the Memorandum of Understanding and that it targeted 85 military sites in Bahrain and Kuwait as retaliation. Now, in a statement shared by Iranian state media, the army said, quote, the consequences of the flagrant and repeated violation and breaking of the ceasefire are criminal to America, and all American bases in the region will be legitimate targets of the army's drones. Now, with the new conflicts in Iran front and center, President Trump has used the NATO meeting this week to really air grievances about the alliance, namely what he calls the U.S. paying a disproportionate amount in military and security aid. And he also said there was a lack of support from NATO allies in the U.S.'s war against Iran. However, that tune changed somewhat when the NATO Secretary General, Mark Rutte, backed the American strikes just a short time ago.
Well, I think it was absolutely necessary because when you have a ceasefire and Iran is basically violating the ceasefire, we see what happened yesterday with ships being attacked, I think it is totally crucial that the U.S. forcefully reacts.
So, Markie, those strikes combined with the sanctions waiver really driving up the price of oil, as you might expect. A barrel of Brent crude now at a 3-week high this morning, trading at more than $75 per barrel. Markie?
Cory Smith live at the White House. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.